speaking with Scott Bach, president of the Association of New Jersey Rifle and Pistol Clubs. Scott, before we get started talking about Senator Stack, Cameron Gray, my partner here tonight, says he needs to get something off his chest. Go, Cameron.
Scott, so I'm in New Jersey yesterday, driving from yes, thank you, driving from Camden back here to Washington, 295 South, towards the Delaware Memorial Bridge. To my right, I see a gun range, and it literally shocked me. Why should I feel so shocked seeing a gun range in the state of New Jersey, Scott?
Well, actually, you shouldn't. Believe it or not, there are a couple of hundred gun clubs in the state of New Jersey. I think it's over 300.
Okay.
And, despite what you would think, there is a massive grassroots gun ownership. There's about 1 million gun owners in the state of New Jersey.
Right.
Wow.
It's just that there's, almost 10 million people in the state. So there's a lot of us. We're just surrounded.
So there's 1 million pro-gun people and 9 million anti-gun people.
That's right.
Something like that. We're in the shadow of New York City and Philadelphia, and that kind of speaks for itself.
Ouch.
Scott, we were talking also to Ashley Varner, NRA ILA rep from Indiana and Oklahoma and Missouri, and we were talking about the fact that Oklahoma just passed open carry, but we were reading a story that New Jersey was already on the list for open carry, and we're kind of suspicious of that. What is New Jersey open carry like?
There is no open carry in New Jersey.
Okay.
I don't know where you got that.
Okay, well, I thought it seemed weird.
This is where you go directly to jail in the Garden State right now.
It's a trick, Cameron. They're trying to get you and throw you right in jail.
All right, so let me see. This was from OklahomaWelcome.com. So their article is completely false. What you're saying, New Jersey is not a quote licensed open carry state. Is what you're saying, Scott?
Well, no, no. I mean, there may be some folks who think they have, that there's a statute somewhere that says that, but no, there is not.
Okay, and I'm sure there's no fight for it. I'm sure the governor isn't going to be pushing or voting on it anytime soon. So this is nothing to be concerned about in the Garden State.
I wouldn't bet on it. I will tell you there are certain exemptions under New Jersey's impossible carry law. For example, if you're on open woods and fields and have a hunting license, there are certain circumstances in which you can still carry a handgun, and it doesn't specify whether it's concealed or open. Mm-hmm. But there is no open carry in New Jersey, and let's put it this way: if there were, I'd be exercising it.
So maybe, Cameron, they read open woods and they got confused.
But maybe that could be it.
Maybe. Yeah.
So Scott, we saw an article on NJ.com. Wanted to get your reaction on it. State Senator Stack in New Jersey said we need national gun controls. Wrote a letter, I write concerning the incredible availability of handguns to our society. It's great that both New Jersey and New York have strong gun laws, but the strength of these laws is diluted, or criminal can travel, yada, yada. So your reaction to this letter from State Senator Stack.
And Mayor of Union City. By the way, is he a mayor of MAIG, member of MAIG, by the way?
I don't know, but I'd sure bet that he is, and I would bet that the fact he wrote a letter to the editor as opposed to an op-ed probably came out of some
talking points
down list of things mayors can do in that group.
Okay.
Look, Senator Stack or Mayor Stack, he's both. He is an F-rated Democrat in New Jersey with a well-earned F. Okay, he has voted on more than one occasion for handgun rationing in a state where it can already take 6 to 9 months to get a handgun purchase permit. So, he's also got a bill pending in the legislature to make it more difficult. In order to get a firearms ID card, you would have to prove some kind of training or proficiency in order to own, not carry, but merely to own a firearm. So let's first look at his perspective. That's who we're dealing with. Here's a guy, in the Garden State, one of the most restrictive gun states in the United States. The crime control problem is still out of control, and the solution is not that it's not our fault that we still have gun crime in the state. It's not the law's fault. It's the laws of other states. Okay, I mean, in point of fact, illegal guns in New Jersey don't get here because of the laws of other states. Okay, it is well known that a lot of firearms that are sold unlawfully on the streets of urban places come from theft. A few years ago, there was a FedEx ring of employees in New Jersey that stole hundreds of handguns out of lawful shipments, okay, and then distributed them on the streets of Newark and Jersey City. Okay, that's where illegal guns come from. And passing another gun law, whether it's in the United States or in New Jersey or anywhere else, is not going to impact criminals because, as we all know, criminals don't follow the gun laws. There's only, Stack is not exactly a genius, okay? And it's not rocket science as to what impacts gun crime. One of the things that's proven is you lock up gun criminals and throw away the key, and they get that very, very fast that they're not going to commit crimes with guns. It's been proven in Virginia. It's been proven in many other jurisdictions. But here we have, a New Jersey leader, yet another one, blaming his inability to control crime in his city and in his state on the laws of other states. It's just crazy.
It's everyone else's fault.
Well, you talk about this this mayor and state senator not being a rocket scientist. Later on in this letter, Scott, he says the federal government is too busy deporting quote unquote illegal aliens, which putting that in quotes says something already, instead of spending money and saving lives. While I understand the need for some immigration reform, the majority of those being deported did not commit a crime and work in jobs that most Americans would never accept. Okay, so he's saying they did not commit a crime, but they're here illegally, so they committed a crime. Am I crazy, Scott?
Is that not a crime?
Listen, like I said, he is not a genius.
That proves it.
This is just a classic, let's call it a Clinton-style liberal. Okay, this is a dinosaur, of the 1990s. Apparently, he didn't get the memo that it's a presidential election year and Democrats are not supposed to be talking about gun control until after November. Okay,
when there's more flexibility.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Work with me now.
All I can say is this is gratuitous. You have to wonder what prompts this. I wasn't kidding before when I said I will bet you that out of Mayors Against Illegal Guns, there's some recommended actions, dumbed down list of things mayors who want to help can do,
right,
or to suck up to Mayor Bloomberg. And I'd be willing to bet you that one of those is write a letter to the editor. Here's a state senator. Just look at this for a second. He could call up a newspaper and say, I want to write an opinion piece, an op-ed featured opinion on guns.
Well, he's a mayor, too, mayor of a major city in New Jersey.
Yes, a mayor and a state senator. And instead, he writes a letter to the editor like, just any member of the public.
Right.
It just suggests to me that there wasn't a lot of thinking that went into the whole thing. Certainly, there's not a lot of thinking that goes into the substance of what he has to say, but, hey, that's normal in the Garden State. We are used to reflexive insanity from our public officials. Okay? Honestly, gun crime is not a complex issue, okay? The only thing that criminals understand is severe punishment, period, end of story. Where you punish them severely, they don't commit crimes with guns or they go somewhere else to do it, okay? And the other thing is, Senator Stack apparently hasn't heard about the Heller and McDonald case, out of the U.S. Supreme Court. Here he's calling for a restrictive handgun law throughout the United States. Well, did he miss the fact that Heller and McDonald stand for the proposition that, the right to own a handgun is a constitutional right in the United States?
I think that if it's not on the Daily Coast, it doesn't seem like he knows about it there, Scott.
Right, there you go. Or on the mayor's list of, their talking points.
Right.
Well, Scott Bach, thank you very much, sir. How can people get more information about the sanity you're spewing there in the Garden State with your fine organization?
Well, we're anjrpc.org. That's the Association of New Jersey Rifle and Pistol Clubs. And, of course, on the NRA Iowa website, you'll see alerts about New Jersey as well. But go to our website, or folks can write to me at defendfreedom@earthlink.net, and we'll plug them into what's going on. Not open carry, no, but we'll let you know what's going on the front line.
I was going to say, next time I was there, I was going to meet you in Newark, and we could open carry down the street and show a New Jerseyites it's not such a bad idea.
We'll do a world tour.
I will bring
Newark.
you several lawyers' business cards because you're going to need them.
We'll go to Newark. We'll go to Camden.
Yeah, we'll do a tour of New
Admiral
Jersey.
Wilson Boulevard. Enough said. Scott Bach,
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you, sir.